welcome to the show.
This guy got a mistletoe belt on.
Gosh, that is bad.
The whole plane smells like weed.
Those were the days. It's a joke, you idiot.
Looked in the mirror, I'm like,
Good old innocent fun.
Can I do the intro?
Yeah, you want to do it?
First time Dom Leonelli doing the intro. Yo, very happy to see you guys. I want you to give it up. We're in Astoria, Queens. Cloudy day. I know I'm not as good as you. I'm new to it.
I love it, dude.
I don't watch as much baseball. Cloudy day, Astoria, Queens. Telecom's still out there smoking cigarettes and scrolling on TikTok. I see them. They made me cross the street. I'm like, what for, dude? Like, they got the ropes up. And, you know, I'm happy to be here. It's going to be a good pod. I could feel it. I'm here with the amazing, thin, cut weight, chiseled, high testosterone, gold chain wearing, T-shirts fitting slim, right? Gym, bike going, Dylan, Audi driving, big dick. Give it up for him. I give it up for my co-host Dylan, ladies.
Wow, dude. What an introduction, dude.
Yeah, dude,
I loved it.
One.
Hey, thanks for listening, everybody. If you want to rate, review, subscribe, leave us comments on the YouTube. We appreciate the support. And if you want to send us an email, troublemakerspod@gmail.com. We'll answer your questions. Speaking of, I will open that up to see if we have any right now. Any new ones, I should say. It's going to be super awkward if we don't while I'm opening them up.
And I'll tell you,
and it's loading. And oh shit, dude, we got a bunch.
Oh, cool. We got a few in here.
We got a bunch.
I wonder if there's any questions from the girl that I have a crush on. I won't say her name, but she follows the pod. And I thought she didn't like me because of my hoeing and all that.
And your height or something.
My height,
I don't want to bring it up, but
the type of shit I say about women on the pod. No, I realized it's the political views. So shout out to a liberal from watching.
Dude, it's crazy. I love it.
Yeah, me too. And I'm all for everything. I'm kind of in the middle.
We're not really politically chatting on it. We don't politically chat on the pod, but I mean, based on some of the jokes we make, you know, people probably could tell that we like to have fun. You know, we like to laugh about things. You know. We're not out protesting, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
Gabagool.
You gotta procreate with a woman.
We appreciate it. Hey, listen, we appreciate everybody who's listening. You know, you know, liberals and normal people alike. So
just ran into a fan actually today on the subway. That's why I'm excited. I wonder if Astoria, because you ran into a fan in Astoria also, right? I wonder if somehow, I feel like the internet sends the pod to people that you live by. Do you think that's wrong? Or
you know what? I was gonna make fun of you and say that's insane, but it actually does make sense. And I'm like so dumb with that I don't know.
I told him I'd give him a shout out. So shout out to Leon, and he's white. A white Leon.
Whoa! Yeah, dude, I would have not expected that.
No, when he said Leon, I almost shit. But he's a fan of the pod, so shout out Leon.
Shout out Leon, dude. Thanks
Write
for
us
listening.
a question. Did you expect Dom to be that short when you took a picture with him?
Oh, we took a picture with you?
Yeah, we took a picture just
cool.
Now. Come in here.
Hell yeah, man. Did he ask about me?
No, I just said I love the pod. I'm a big fan. Yeah, can I get a picture?
I put you on the spot like that, and people listening are gonna be like, "Damn, that's so pathetic."
Quick. I gotta say, it was a quick. He was with the friend, and his friend didn't want to take the pic, and he's getting on the train. I'm getting off. It was one of those things.
Oh yeah, and the friend's being weird, like we gotta go.
Yeah, the friend was a little jealous, I think, you know, because the guy Leon probably never took a picture with his buddy, and that kid probably helped him out a lot in life.
Yeah, he's like, I want a picture with you.
Yeah, he's like, what? Dom just talks is out of his ass.
Yeah, you just met this guy. Right. You're already taking pictures.
The fuck's this guy?
Well, what's going on?
I'm thinking about doing the 23andMe. What do you think?
Dude, I mean, the chances of you having, I would say it's a great idea. What is it going to tell you? Italian?
I want to see.
Father of 5?
If my father's my real father. You never know these days. No, I'm sure he is.
Oh, dude.
Can you imagine? You see that all the time.
I never seen a picture of your dad, but if you show me, I bet I'll be able to tell you right away.
We look alike, but also my dad looks like all my uncles. And back in the 80s, you know, there wasn't TikTok. You messed around with your husband's uncles. That's what you did. I highly doubt that ever happened. But.
I've never heard that. Dude, I think sometimes you say things, dude, that you're like, you know how it is. It's totally normal. It was the 80s. That's what people did. And it's like, nah, I think that was just...
Bro, you know how many people they find out on 23andMe that their uncle was their father? Or the dad's best friend?
Damn, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy the way, you know, these hoes out in these streets, dude.
What would you do if you found out your father wasn't your father? Like at this age, after all the birthday cards, everything you did for him.
I mean, I don't think it would change the relationship at all.
My father used to have me karate chop his legs after work when I was a kid, and I got sick of doing it, so I hit him in the nuts once. It's the last time I had to do it.
We're all over the place, Dad. I thought we were going to a serious. You're like, what would you do if you found out that your parents weren't your real parents? Also, I hit my dad in the nuts.
I'll tell you what, I would rather find out and know than not know, because I'd want to see who my actual father is. That would be the cool thing. So,
Well, I mean, I feel like anybody who goes through that, anybody who goes through that, I feel like there's that. Whoa, well, like it wouldn't for me, and I think for most people, like especially someone who raises you, that's like your parent. I mean,
Right.
But there's got to be some interest of being like, mystery of
was
being
there
like,
one drunken night?
who is this guy?
Right.
Is he a billionaire?
That's a good point, dude. And a lot of people think I'm making this up, but I could pull up the receipts of these two people. Steve Wozniak, right?
Yeah, he's. And you're gonna say,
Did I tell you this?
no, go.
So my dad's best friend is a guy named Hank Wozniak, and we worked
Whoa.
together at a car dealership, right? Now, this is before any Apple shit. Apple wasn't even out. This is like 2003. You know?
Okay.
Nobody knew who Steve Wozniak was to what, like, I think 2006 or something.
Post 9/11, probably.
Yeah, so we fucking this guy at work is always telling about, I got this one cousin, my cousins are more rich, they're into tech and they do stuff, he goes, they're not like us, they don't talk to us. And then years go on, he goes, you believe this shit? My cousin, look what he did, he invented Apple.
Get the
And
fuck
we're like,
out.
bro, you're crazy. He shows us a picture. Bro, he looks identical, spitting image of Hank Wozniak.
Come on, man.
And honestly, how rare is the name Wozniak?
I mean,
Look
it's
up
pretty.
Hank Wozniak and see what comes up.
All right, I'll look it up. Hang on.
Images. Now, he's not on Facebook or nothing. He's a country boy.
I don't even know how you spell Wozniak.
He used to wear these short shorts to work. His nuts would be out. They put a letter on our checks. They're like, shorts need to be 5 inches above the knee.
Henry, is he dead?
No,
No.
I hope not.
Henry Wozniak. I'm just getting a bunch of Bo bits.
Just
A
Hank
lot of-
Wozniak image. I think it's more under Hank. Look at Henry Wozniak, right? You see the image of Henry.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to show you. I got a picture of Hank on my phone.
Okay.
You're going to fucking lose
Hey,
it.
wait, his name's not Hank Wozniak.
Yeah, it is.
The Apple guy was Hank Wozniak?
No, the Apple guy is Steve Wozniak.
Yes, and Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell me because Steve Jobs apparently has like a kid that he never accepted as his kid.
No, this
Like,
is
I never wanna
definitely a
meet you.
Wozniak. And you know what's funny? The reason I have this picture. So I was in Ohio at a swap meet, and I got recognized in Ohio. And this guy, Hank Wozniak, goes to swap meets, and he sells stuff every year,
Yeah.
right? Like for the past 20 years.
This is Steve's brother.
Yeah, dude.
Or cousin.
Dude, wait, you're going to fucking shit.
Yeah, dude, that's a Wozniak, right?
Fucking
Show the
Hold on,
show the camera,
Let's
dude.
bring it up.
He's getting out of his chair. So if you're listening now, just Google Steve Wozniak and compare the photos. If we were a little more high tech, we would bring the photos up side by side. Or if our producer wasn't asleep, I could ask him to do it. But
We got to get a Japanese kid to do this
classic,
shit for
just
us.
sleeping on the job as always.
Bro, so tell me that's not spitting image.
That's pretty good.
And so that picture, this is the picture anyway. It's if you look at zoom out, and I look fat in the picture, so I might not show this on camera. So this dude bought a jacket off of Hank at the swap meet.
You're shirtless at an Ohio swap
Yeah.
meet, dude. That's crazy.
Even crazier, I'm in a picture with a fan. This guy walks by like 3 times.
That's so cool.
After he
dude.
bought the jacket, and he goes, "Hey man, can I get a picture?" And he's talking to me, but I'm sitting next to Hank. Hank's like, "Yeah, sure." The dude didn't know what
Bro.
to say. Hank thought it was for him, so Hank's in the fucking picture.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Here's the crazier thing. They used to own a bunch of land and shit, and I guess they own farms, and I don't know. They sold it all. And but yeah, so they just disowned that side of the family because they were all like country boys.
The Steve Wozniak disowned
his
him.
side of the family
Wow.
disowned all the other Wozniaks.
That sucks.
You know,
dude.
Wozniak they disowned him completely.
Is he still alive? He's got to be still alive.
Hank
right?
Wozniak is, yeah.
And Steve.
And Hank was raised by somebody else. Like, I think his whole family, they just disowned him. So he had
Wow.
a stepdad that raised him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but he was a great dude. He actually helped out a lot in my childhood when my mother was sick. Shout out to Hank, man. Give it up to Hank.
Hey,
He was good. He
Second button on the left.
Yeah. Which one?
second.
Oh, yeah.
That's for Hank, baby.
Yeah, I remember they...
Family helping family. That's
When
important.
my mother had cancer, my father was living in the hospital with her. She'd be gone for 3 months at a time.
Wow.
And Hank, they did a donation. My dad and Hank worked together. And they did a donation and made a couple $100, and he bought me a bunch of Van Damme movies with the money. Like, I love Van Damme, but you'd be expecting food.
Dude,
yeah.
he's somewhere now. Do we got Van
Bloodsport?
Damme up there?
Man,
no,
we
it's
gotta
just
get
Seagal.
Van Damme,
we just
dude.
got a bunch of Seagal. That box that I pulled him out of in a story on the side of the road, they only had Seagal. No Van. No, they're keeping the Van Damme probably.
Yeah, it makes 100%.
They're like giving away the Seagal. Dude, I want to show you something.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this? This is going to turn a bunch of probably that are one female listener who's also liberal away, but
And she's gorgeous.
It shouldn't even come down on party lines. Honestly, this is American citizens. So Tucker Carlson,
Oh, okay. The new Charlie Kirk, right?
he was kind of the OG, dude.
Was he?
Yeah, he was on Fox. He got fired.
So he wasn't first.
And then Charlie Kirk was only 32 years old.
Dude, he was brilliant,
Fucking-
too. He was smart.
Very, very smart, very well read, very
Yeah.
well spoken. And obviously, fucking tragedy.
Tragedy,
Horrible.
bro. I can't believe shit like that can happen in America.
And people like fucking joking about it.
The cheering for
terrible.
it is sickening.
Anyway, but dude, Tucker Carlson, I see this trailer, dude, of he's putting out a 5-part documentary on his website talking all about 9/11 and the not even conspiracies, just unanswered questions. Why does the government refuse to answer these questions that we have?
And he's good at those unanswered
Bro,
questions.
do you want to listen to just like 30 seconds of
Yeah,
it?
but you know what his best thing is? That confused face at the end. He'll be like, why would they do that?
Dude, when he's talking to Ted Cruz, he's like, "Do you know what's the population of Iran?"
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. He goes, you don't know? You want to go to war with a country you don't
Yeah.
even know how many people are there?
Can you imagine his wife, what she has to deal
Oh
with?
my God,
You don't
dude.
know how big his dick was? Your first boyfriend? Well, he put it inside you. How do you not know the length of the dick?
Dude.
Was it a black man you dated?
So apparently episode 1 is out now. I don't know when episode 2 is coming
Is
out.
it a
but it's,
Netflix thing? Or
no, it's on his website.
Oh,
so he's
nice.
just self-funding it, doing it. But listen to this shit. I watched a little bit. I listened to the trailer. Watch the trailer.
Story on 9/11 is a complete lie. The 9/11 report is a joke.
You have the CIA following two men all over the planet and then eventually even to America, right? And you don't tell the FBI. 9/11 Commission, the cover-up.
So what did happen? What did the government know? What did foreign governments know? There was a cover-up. Why? It's been nearly 25 years. It is time Americans learned what actually happened. We're going to tell you. We're releasing 1 episode per week. You're not going to want to wait. If you're a member, you don't have to. You get all 5 episodes the day it drops, right then, ad-free.
Smart
Our first
business.
episode airs Thursday, 9/11, September 11th. You will not want to miss it. Join us now at tuckercarlson.com.
Dude, isn't that crazy? He brought up one thing in there in the trailer. He goes, and I don't know if this is true, but if he's talking about it, I imagine he's doing a lot of, research on it, and, it could be a lie, but I'm going to look
could
into
also
it.
Be entertainment, Fox News.
True. Well, he's not with Fox News anymore. It's just him on his
okay.
website. But he, a bunch of the debris. So I looked this up. Apparently, it was a bunch of the debris from, the towers was shipped to like Staten Island in this landfill.
Yeah.
But then I guess a bunch of other debris was shipped out of the country. Is what he asks. He goes, "Why was all this debris shipped out of the country?" Like that doesn't. That's a
Yeah.
weird question
They got
to
debris
ask.
at 14th Street, too.
Yeah. So that was just such a random thing, but I saw that right before you came over, and I was like, I gotta fucking watch
That
this.
is weird, dude. All the shit around that is like when you see the controlled demolition of a building, it's like how much even the people in charge of America have to be shocked how dumb Americans are.
Dude, every time I see like there was a mall that just got, or like a conference center in New Jersey like a month ago. That got demolished, and they're doing the demolition, and someone's filming it, and it's just like
Just like 9/11
goes down, dude. And all the comments are like, I give that demolition a 9 out of 11. And like, they're like, dude, it's crazy that it's crazy the buildings went down without even any planes hitting it. It's
Right.
like, dude, everybody is like in on this secret now.
You know,
we just need the government to admit it.
It all goes down to Rockefeller, dude. I was reading, this is like 5-6 years ago. I was reading about Rockefeller, right? Like the original OG, like the old school. Maybe this is like 1800s, like the first Rockefeller that made it. So he would go to different towns selling fake medicine to people. He'd talk them into these diseases. He'd say
Snake oil.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Probably. That's what a snake oil salesman is.
A town over, right? And he'd be like, "You guys need this," and he'd convince them, and he'd sell it.
Just
and
like
then,
sugar pills.
Yeah, and then he'd go to another town, and he'd end up coming back with a bunch of money. And like when he was in New York, because he was like a New York guy, I think he built like half of New York. Him and some other rich dude, like another family. But that's what they were based on, just tricking people.
Dude, well, you know, Rockefeller is the one who started, I believe, was the whole education system.
Yep, it was
where
in the
he's
book.
like, we're not here to educate kids. We're here to basically create good workers, like, to be like worker bees for
And
the
it
society.
makes sense.
And that's why we have all those rules of like, sit down, don't speak out loud, ask permission
Yeah.
before you can speak. It's kind of crazy that we instill that in kids right away.
Well, it's really cool that that's kind of going away. Like, I feel like more and more people are getting away from working for the man. Mm-hmm. You know, it seems like people are finding their own way.
Dude, people have been talking about it. Yeah, I mean, Gary Vee was one of them. Not to our boy, dude. Shout out Gary
Post
Vee,
1,500
dude.
times a day.
But he said,
what
like,
happened? What'd you do when you post?
15 years ago, and he was like, dude, you could make $100,000 a year, like just putting videos on the internet. You could make 60 grand a year talking about some like just niche thing on the internet. Why would you want to go and do an office job to make 60 grand a year when you could just live at home or work at your house, post videos, and live your life?
I feel like me and you pretty much almost make 60 grand a year on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you really add it up, I mean, we're pretty close.
Yeah.
You know, I seen the starting pay for an SNL cast member is 60 grand.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You would think it would be, I always thought they would kill it. Like,
I think the whole thing is they pay them less especially when they're new, because it's such an opportunity that
Right.
then you turn that into a career.
yeah.
Like, assuming you get
10,000
popular,
to
then
like,
you're...
if you go tour off it, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if every single SNL comic could tour though.
Like, dude, yeah, that like Cam Patterson, who is buddies with Luke and Anjan,
And he's huge
from
right
Florida, and he's gonna be on this new cast.
It seems like I hope he saves the
He's
show.
probably making so much more money
Oh, yeah.
touring and doing all like his stuff than he will on SNL.
I wonder if they would make him stop doing social media.
I don't think so. Maybe, but I doubt it.
Yeah, maybe. You never know, because that would be a deal breaker for anybody, I think, in today's age. It's like, man, can you imagine just stopping social media completely?
Oh, dude, it's one of those things. I was talking about, like, I've reached a kind of a point in my comedy, in like stand up, where I love stand up still.
Right.
I'm still obsessed with like being on stage and when you get that. But what I've kind of gotten burnt out of the last like year or two is the hanging out to try to get spots.
It's useless.
And I go, and now that like we do the pod, I've been posting online,
Right.
like I have a much better chance of doing that
You're gonna
and
be famous.
getting spots instead of like going to XYZ club where my friends aren't there. And I'm
Right.
just like, hey,
Begging.
how's it going, guys? I just
only are
wanted
your
to
friends
maybe
not
get a
there,
spot.
I'll tell you what, not only are your friends not there, nobody's there.
Yeah,
The club can't even sell tickets
They
on
might
their
have
own.
10 people and they're like, oh yeah, this is
When
the booker here? No, he's not.
I
Or she's
first
not.
started comedy, it was the club's job. There was no social. There was MySpace. Dane Cook was the only one that did it, and it was like the club was responsible for getting the audience. You
Mm-hmm.
never had to have fans. Like I would go do hilarities. It would be sold out every night. It was their job to sell it out. And then somewhere along the lines, I don't know where these clubs got too lazy. They quit doing their job.
I think it was that they started realizing, oh, people can, like, you don't have to be famous to sell tickets. You don't have to be like, a top A touring comedian to sell tickets. Like you could have a small fan base and still sell it out. And then it kind of went back the other way where they got like too reliant on these people who can sell tickets for them and stopped selling tickets on their own.
Honestly, a nobody that you never heard of, the club would be sold out.
And that's so cool
years ago.
because that would like create, like that allowed people who didn't know their names yet to headline and tour the country.
Headline and tour. You just had to be funny, man.
Yeah.
You didn't have to sell tickets. Now it's like you have to sell tickets. I feel bad for every single club because I feel like pretty soon, maybe 10 years from now, nobody's going to go to the clubs. Yeah. Like, you know, like I remember I was the opening for this guy, Pittsburgh Improv, and I'm not afraid to say this because I think I'm banned for the club anyway. So, and I'm probably never going to do the improv because of the deal they offered. They gave this guy, it was 500 seats and he sold out 350 and he walked away with $2,700 and he had to pay for me, his flights, and his hotel.
Whoa.
With 350 tickets.
How many shows?
We did one show. He only sold 350
I mean, that's not
tickets.
bad, though. One show, 27.
Tickets on a Wednesday, but, you know, the flights were probably about $350 each.
Yep.
And then the hotel, each room was probably about $300 each. So he walked away with about $1,500, right?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's
it's
not.
like,
I mean,
know,
for one show, though.
But the reason
people listening to this and they're like, $1,500 for one show. But yes,
well, here's the thing.
Here where we are, that's crazy.
The club got $7,500.
Yeah.
And they did nothing. You know, they took 70% of the door.
Plus all the food and drinks.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, if these clubs...
they got to pay rent. They got to pay their employees.
Yeah,
it's like, that doesn't matter.
I talked to some touring comedians and they're like, oh, yeah, your first time out, they might take 70 if you're unrepped, but that's still greedy. But if you're repped, they'll take 60 on the first show, 50 on the next one. And it should just be around 50% of the door.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why the fuck would anybody give up 50% of ticket sales? This club is selling 0 tickets.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why give a club 50%? I want to do it a step further. I want to take 50% of the bar. I want 100% of the door and 50% of the bar.
Yeah.
If
and
I do it.
That's why a lot of people are doing like that became a thing a couple years ago where it's like independent shows. People will just be like,
And
hey, can we run a show at your establishment? I'm going to sell 50 to 100 tickets and we'll just do a show there. Can we do that?
You ever go to Sesh?
Yeah.
Dude, phenomenal show every time it happens.
Yeah.
If clubs just were smart enough to do what they do at Sesh, shows would be so much
better.
Well,
here's the problem. This is why if you go to comedy in New York City, for anybody who's visiting or wants to check out comedy shows in New York or any city,
right,
there is the spectrum, right? So you have the clubs, you have like the Cellar, New York Comedy Club, the Stand, right? People want to go and experience, it's going to be a good show, top comics, and you're going to be buying drinks. I said what I said. Okay. So the Cellar, top comics and,
right.
Whatever. Then you have these underground kind of like BYOB shows. So you can go and do something fun, a little hidden.
In a
it's
basement,
like real speakeasy and you bring in your own drinks. It feels like you're doing something you're not allowed to do.
The comedians are all really funny.
And those two sell like crazy. You know what I found doesn't sell, which used to sell like crazy in Boston?
What's that?
You can't sell tickets here. Is that in between, the bar show, dude.
Right.
The Friday, Saturday bar show brings together the worst things about the BYOB show and the club show.
I just went through that.
Where you go, oh, it's secret and hidden in a back room, but also there's a bar and you got to pay for drinks.
Right.
And like people don't want to do that. If
They'd
they want the
rather
club
bring their own
experience, they'll
drink.
go to the club.
Yeah.
If they want this weird hidden thing,
That's
they'll
deep.
go to the BYOB basement room. That's why like 7th Street, we were doing really well there. And then we moved it when that place, the building closed. We moved it to a bar. Couldn't sell, doing the same thing. Couldn't sell tickets.
Wow.
People just they're not interested.
Yeah, dude. And I'm figuring out now about geography. Like I just did an Amish show. Shout out to Brian and Lisa.
Dude, I'm figuring out about geography is
geography.
a wild thing to say.
I just did a show in Goshen, Indiana, and the owners are great. They treat comedians wonderful. I don't know how they're doing it because they're too giving.
Yeah.
They pay a lot. I feel like they have to be losing money, but they just believe in the dream. They pay a lot. They put you in a king size suite and they cover all your food and alcohol. Like I didn't let them buy my drinks, but they offered. It's an Amish show. Like, it's all Amish people, pretty much, all Christians. The guys that opened for me were both priests that went before me. Like,
Jeez.
a youth pastor at the youth group. He was younger, like 22. And then the feature, like, cleaned the church, and he was like, I don't know, some sort of a substitute priest or something. And
substitute
it was at
priest.
a bag factory, but these owners are great. The Amish people were great. They were a fun crowd. I had a great time. Like,
Yeah.
I was surprised. It blew me away. Got treated like gold, all you could eat, best hotel, fucking everything was great. Didn't sell one ticket. Now, normally I sell about 30 tickets, right?
Yeah.
Which isn't enough to tour. So, but
Still
at
a
least
lot,
I break
but yeah.
even, right?
Yeah.
I'll break even, you know. If I had merch, maybe I'd walk away with something. I'm doing it on the cheap. I'm bringing a book bag. I got an opener that might bring 10 people sometimes. But, so this is in Goshen, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not one person came to the show. Not one person for me. I had to get a hotel a town over because the only hotel in Goshen was like an old farmhouse or something. I don't know.
You didn't want to stay there?
It's all Amish people and shit, right? So
They're like, no electricity, but, you know, we got beds made of feathers.
and you could work for it.
Yeah.
20
You can wash dishes. We don't take credit cards. Cash only.
20 minutes away from the comedy club is another town called Elkhart, Indiana, right?
Okay.
I go to a bar right next to the hotel. I'm like, I can't believe I didn't sell one ticket. Everybody in the bar was a fan of me from Instagram.
Get out.
20-minute drive away. I couldn't sell one ticket. I go, I'm in Goshen. They're like, oh, dude, we ain't going way out there. 20-minute drive. I'm like,
Wow.
dude, it's a 20-minute drive.
You're in Indiana. It takes 20 minutes to go to the store.
So I'm like, I'm about 30 people in the bar. Every single person knew me. I go to my hotel. Everybody there knew me from Instagram. Yo, you're so familiar. I'm like, okay, I could sell tickets. I just need to fucking pinpoint the exact spot. You can't be a 20-minute drive away.
Yeah, you got to promote in Indiana at that bar.
In the
Like, you got to
Midwest.
Facebook in that town only. So now you
Elkhart.
know, dude. You got to write that
Here's the
down. That's a
problem.
town.
There's
They
no
know me.
venues in Elkhart. You can't do
Not
it.
even like a bar.
There's a big theater, and Kill Tony's going to be there in October.
Oh, damn.
1,700-seat theater. So I don't think there's an in-between.
Yeah.
In another town over, there's
Even like a rock venue, 100-seat rock
There's
venue.
a place called The Drop, and it's like a rock venue, but you could just do free comedy there. You open up for bands, and it's a rowdy type of open mic shit. But there's no fucking places I could do a show. There's not, like I was Googling when I was there, there's 3 bars. And they're like, hey, we do music here. We always get about 20 people in the bar.
That's crazy, dude. Tell me, not that I want to move on from this, but dude, tell me about the toe. You want to talk about this, dude?
Green toenail
Bro.
syndrome.
So for anybody who you brought it up on last week's pod, you were
Yeah.
like, I got an issue with my toe. And it's green. And I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck? So we're recording. This
Yeah.
is, if you're listening today, we recorded yesterday. And at noon, Dom calls me and goes, dude, I'm at the urgent care. They're telling me they're going to have to amputate my toe. And I was like, whoa. So, dude, you take over.
All right.
So you have the backstory.
So I never really set it up, but since I was 16, I've been like washing. I dropped out of school to wash cars. So
Yeah.
when you do that, your feet are wet all day. I developed like a yellow toenail when I was 16.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I could never get rid of it. I paid out of pocket one time in New York in my 20s, spent like $1,000, still didn't get rid of it, right? So I gave up. It turned white on, half of it was like white, never really bothered me, right? And it was all like that chalky white,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
don't know
I
if
got
you've
one
seen
of those,
it, right?
yeah.
Fucking, you just leave it go. Trust me. Just that should
It's
be the
horrible,
rest of your
dude.
life. It's horrible.
It
stinks,
sucks,
right?
My dad had it when I was a kid, I remember, but his are fine now.
Yeah, it goes
I don't know
away.
how it just goes away.
So I got on this pill that's real bad for your liver, and
I asked I had a physical last week. I asked the doctor, and she goes, "Yeah, it's the pill's very bad for your liver. I wouldn't
yeah,
recommend
so it gave
it."
me a fatty liver, so they won't put me back on the pill, even though it's been like 3 years now. It was almost gone, dude. Just the tip of it was white, and I used to trim it real short, and you could barely even tell anything was wrong. So then I was just like, fuck it, I gotta get rid of this. They gave me medicine, topical creams, all this shit. It was a year expired. I'm getting ready to go on a cruise. I was like, let me see if this works. It's just a little bit white on my
Nothing's
toenail.
worse than walking around in like flip flops with those
Dude, I was
toes.
sick
I
of
hate it.
So I put the cream on, and I get on the cruise. Literally the next day after I put the cream on, my toe looks a little green, but I'm thinking I just bought black socks, and I'm like, it must
Yeah,
be like
it's-
the sock got under
It's
there.
the dye or whatever.
Every day it's getting more and more green. We get to the ocean. I get to the ocean. It's just like, it was hard to tell, but it's like the dye from the socks, I really thought.
Yeah.
I get to the ocean, I get out, the whole toenail's white like a piece of paper, right? I was like, what the fuck? So evidently the nail lifted up from the toe and the ocean caused some sort of bacteria to get in there. So I'm on this ship for 3 weeks. I can't even go to the doctors, right?
They don't have medical.
You got to pay so much for it if you're a comedian. It's like ridiculous. Like they'll bill you $7,000.
Oh,
like
that's your whole check.
One comic told me, he's like, yeah, never do it. He's like, I had a stroke, and he goes, I just limped off the boat. He told me that. He said he knew he knew a guy that broke his foot, and they charged him like $30,000.
Oh,
it's like
my
some crazy
God.
price.
Just give me some
and
ace
shout out!
bandage.
I gotta say, shout out to my boss for listening to the podcast and firing me too.
Wait, she listened after?
Yeah, well, did I tell you she did listen?
She listened and said,
took like 4 ships off me.
wow.
I don't know if it was her that did it, but I lost 4 ships. So
Hey, fuck her, dude. Fuck her, dude.
she was such a nice girl.
What a piece of
Just
shit.
Nah, she's a nice lady.
Yeah, if you
Hopefully she's
listened last
listening
week,
now.
dude.
I love you, sweetheart. And I hope you're listening now. She wanted to marry me. We talked for about 20 minutes.
That's crazy. You know what? It's probably because you turned her down.
Yeah,
You
that's
go,
what
I
it is.
don't like fat ladies. Sorry.
Yeah. No, she was. Nah, she was nice. I don't know. Smart girl. You know, she was one of those girls that's always trying to figure out what your problem is.
You know what? I've never had a girl that I meet that goes, I've never gotten that sense
Well,
from a
she
woman.
like couldn't figure out why I do stand-up comedy. She's like, what are you doing for the world? But back to the
Oh,
toenail.
gross. Dude.
Shit's green for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It starts hurting about 2 weeks ago on the ships.
Damn.
Starts hurting real bad. Whole shit turns green, itching, fucking throbbing. I go to one urgent care. They wouldn't even see me because I guess they only accepted certain medicals. You know, this shit, it wasn't an urgent. I don't know what the fuck it was. So I'm just telling her, I'm like, I'm just curious. I have to leave for LA tomorrow. Like, what could happen? My whole toenail is green. She makes me freak out. She's like, oh, what? The whole toenail's green? She's like, is it under the toenail? I was like, yeah. And she's like, well, okay. I mean, they might cut off your toenail and they might have to cut off a piece of your toe. She's like, once it's green, that's it. I was like, what?
Dude, she definitely thought you said you had a green, like gangrene of the toe.
Yeah.
She's thinking that she's about to take your sock off and be like, you have gangrene. We got to amputate.
Well, you know what's even worse? She looks at my card. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. We can't even take this. You got to go somewhere else. I'm fucking limping. My shit hurts, right? So I find another place. I go to it. I sign up. Shit took like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm in the waiting room. And finally, they bring me back. I take it off. And the doctor was about 22 years old. So shout out to her, you know, urgent care doctors. That DEI, they're really lowering them standards, huh? So,
Dude, yeah, for a little bit, I was a doctor at an urgent care.
Yeah, I
and
couldn't believe it.
I didn't even go to med school.
22 years old, doctor. Still had the stamp on her hand from the nightclub. I don't think she had any clue what she was doing. She takes off, I take off my socks. She goes, oh, you got green toenail syndrome. I'm like, is that really a thing? Like, she goes, yeah, it's a thing. I don't know what could cure it. She goes, you got to see a foot doctor. She's like, I can give you some medicine. And she goes, we really can't do anything with it. I'll give you this medicine. I set you up with a foot doctor and just take this medicine.
Oh, my God, dude.
She's like, this could take 6 months to a year with all the things. Because after I get rid of the green toenail, then I got to work on the white toenail. My buddy had his whole toenail removed completely for the same thing.
Never came back?
Never came back.
I might do that,
He's
dude.
60, but it looks weird.
It does?
Yeah.
I don't care. I might just go and have him rip out my toenail.
Nah, just deal with the whiteness.
I've had it for
I
like
hate it.
8 years, dude. Maybe
I
longer,
know.
10 years.
It sucks.
I go, what is this?
And ladies see it right away. It's like so bright on a sunny day.
I'm
It's
wearing
like,
socks, dude. I'm wearing socks to the beach.
well, it's like you ever go to a beach and the sand's white and you got to cover your eyes. That's what it's like with the toenail.
Your toe's blinking at me,
Dude,
dude.
I do the same thing. I'll be a fucking shoes at the beach, a cute girl. And here's the thing. I dated a girl with a foot fetish. And she goes, yeah, I suck guys' toes. I kissed this girl for a fucking hour. She's like, you know, we're not dating exclusively. I'm like,
Oh
you
my
fucking
God.
nasty bitch.
Yeah, you got to floss those teeth, dude.
Yeah.
You getting a little,
You know what
chalk
sucks?
in there.
I get athlete's foot from the way my foot is. Like every 2 weeks I have athlete's foot. I always have it because I have like webbed toe or something.
You got web toes?
Yeah, just on
Get out.
just on my 2 pinky toes.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's all the way webbed or how my foot sits.
God damn.
The doctor said it's like an in-between thing. I'm flat foot too. And
Couldn't get drafted to Vietnam.
yeah, and I get, you know what else I got is I got clogged sweat glands. You ever see that?
No.
Dude,
On
it's
your
like-
feet?
No, it's just a thing some people have.
What does that mean?
It means you get little bumps. You can get bumps. It's disgusting, from when you sweat.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, that's pretty much my life.
Wow, dude, we just went through your whole medical history, dude.
I'm sure if we get involved in the mentalness, we would find out I'm insane. I was hanging out with these people in Goshen, and they're all priests and stuff, and I'm surprised because you can't even sin in this town if you wanted to.
Yeah, okay.
You Google hookers, it's like gives you directions to Michigan.
Yeah, they're like 2 hours away.
Yeah, so I couldn't. You can't do shit in this fucking town. So. Yeah. I'm asking these guys, I'm like, man, your youth and ministry, and they pray for me, and they're so lovely people. I'm like, how do you live right? Because you think living right would be easy. You just got to sit in a room and stare at a wall. It's way harder to fucking sin, isn't it? You got to work, spend money, chase
if you don't
women.
do anything.
Right. And I'm telling these Amish people, like these real Christian people, they got Bibles in their hands. And I'm like, what do you do when you have like bad thoughts? Like, like I got this guy that owns a comedy club. I think you know who I'm talking about. I'm like, I walk by there and I want to hit him in the head with a hammer. Like, and they're like, oh, wow, well, we never had thoughts like that drastic. Dude, you should have seen their faces. Then they said,
horrified.
Bro, they said a prayer for me. Oh, they're holding my hand. They're like, please give Dom the willpower to not attack the comedy club owner with a hammer. I'm like, what did I just tell these people?
They have stories. They're going to talk about you for years. They're going to be like, one time we had a guy from New York City come in. And you know what they say about New York? Everybody's violent and crazy. This guy was nice, but he kept telling us about his fantasies of murdering people.
Yeah.
What a nightmare,
yeah,
dude. That's
I'm telling
hilarious.
these guys, I'm like, I can't help it. I start pacing around. My dick even gets hard, and I'm just being myself. And they're like, dude, their faces were like, this
Were you doing clean at this show?
Well, no, I was telling them this in the back room. But yeah, this was a squeaky clean show.
Hilarious,
I still
dude.
push the limits, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I push the limits for sure. But I got lucky, man. That, I'll be honest, it was I thought I was going to do terrible. And they were really great, good people. And, you talk to these people afterwards. I get so used to New York because I rarely go out and do the road because, like I said, I'm not selling enough tickets to make. I could go out for my fans. I'd love to, but that's like I'm going to be eating cheese sandwiches the rest of the month. I'm going to lose money doing it, So, when I go out, I don't really ever do it. And I was just surprised seeing how people's lives are actually very hard. Like we see the best in New York. Like if you go to New York and you do like the pair, chances are everybody's 25. They're gorgeous. They're living their good life. They're
having their rent paid
they
for
have money
through
everything.
OnlyFans or family or
perfect for them.
Hedge funds.
When you go out to the real America, middle America, because people on cruise ships are still doing good. They got money to be on a cruise. They're celebrating.
Yeah.
Middle America, where comedy's needed the most. They're in probably, the Middle Eastern countries, but Middle America, dude, these people I'm talking to, everybody had a crazy story. Like the one guy, his wife has cancer. She's like, they don't know how long she's going to live. Their son's doing life in prison from like killing somebody drunk driving or some shit like that.
Whoa.
And the husband.
Well, I guess he sinned.
Yeah. And dude, they're so religious and so positive. And you talk to everybody there, there's some crazy issue. Like, I got close to God because of this, or like, I almost died once.
Sounds like a cult a little bit.
It is a little bit, I
the
guess.
Amish? Are you sure it wasn't a cult? And
there was a lot of Amish, and there was a lot of like people like the Amish, like they're farmers, they're Christians. Honestly, the Christian...
Salt of the earth people.
It's basically what they want America to be again. That's what Goshen, Indiana is.
All right.
Like, it really is. It's like,
Let me ask you this.
No gays were there.
How many black people were in Goshen,
One
Indiana?
black dude, and he was cool. Yeah.
That's nice.
He was real cool, and I didn't even want to bring up the fact he was black, because I'm like, I don't want racism to enter these people.
Dom's like, going to Goshen, Indiana, he's like, wow. You guys really seem happy here.
Now there was a black dude
so
there,
fucked.
and he was cool as shit. He was like, "Yeah, man, I love the show." They
That's
were all
great.
really cool and great people. They were like, "Thank you, did great." The first show I didn't felt like I did that good because I think I was intimidated by all the religion stuff.
Yeah.
And the squeaky clean and the comics
Trying to stay on.
Yeah, they were very nice. Like the host was literally like a youth ministry type of guy. So it's like, oh man, like
The opener's doing bits about church. He's like,
Right,
you ever go to
dude.
church and then almost fall asleep?
his youth group
Everybody's
showed up.
going nuts, dude.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's ridiculous. I
Yeah.
would never fall asleep in front of the Lord.
Yeah, dude, it was like that.
Yeah. Dude, you want to go through some emails?
Yeah, let's get to the question.
Dude, we got a couple. I love it.
Let's see what we got.
We got a couple emails. All right. What's up, Dylan and Dom? Been loving the episodes. Always look forward to Wednesdays. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. I don't recall what episode I started listening to, but it was back when Ray Zawadney was your number 2. My first question is, would you date a woman in a wheelchair?
Who, me or you?
I think either
Both
of us.
of us?
Asking this because I work for a geotechnical drilling company, and we went to a college campus yesterday, and I saw a 10 go flying by in a wheelchair. And the second, okay, so let's do that one first.
Yeah.
Would I date someone in a wheelchair? Absolutely.
You would?
1000%, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
They can't walk at all?
Yeah, I guess they're in a
Or
wheelchair.
is it like temporary wheelchair?
Dude. So your answer is no?
You know, I gotta be honest with you. I don't think I'd be able to. I mean, it would be hard to do it. I guess it all depends on the person. You can't control who you fall in love with. One of my very first crushes was in a wheelchair. We were in school. Her name was Vanessa. She was so fun. She's so funny, so gorgeous, everything. And yeah, I guess I would have. I had the hots for her, you know. So maybe. I guess I would. It all depends on the person because I really had the hots for this girl.
A good friend of ours, Amy Cardinelli, does a bit when she was like dating, when she was going on dates with people.
Yeah.
Like you'd meet someone and you'd be like, texting at the bar, you'd be like, hey, I'm over at the bar wearing a red shirt or whatever when you come in, like
Yeah.
normal stuff. So she goes, oh, I always do this fun bit to see how they would react when I'll be like, hey, I just got to the bar. I'm the one in the back in the wheelchair.
God.
And the guys would come in and she would be like, hey, how's it going? Shout out Amy. It always made me laugh so hard.
Dude, so funny.
So
She's
funny,
so
dude.
fucking funny, dude.
Go follow her,
Her
Amy
stories
Cardinelli
are
on
hilarious on Instagram. All the way she's like me when I'm eating cookies, or like she'll post that guy from that
Guy
dating
Fieri?
show.
Guy Fieri? Yeah.
Oh, that dude. And then there's
Yeah.
that little dude with no neck that was on like Undateables.
Fucking the
She kills me, bro.
60 Days. What was it? What was that show?
Yeah,
Big
90
Ed?
Day
Big
Fiance.
Ed.
Yeah, it was
Ed.
Big Ed. Yeah.
90 Day Fiance. Shout out Amy. But yeah, dude, I would definitely date a girl in a wheelchair,
I guess I would too, because
sure.
honestly, my first crush, Vanessa, I hope she's listening to this. I try to find her somehow. I was just too intimidated by her,
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I would date a girl in a wheelchair.
It's definitely probably a tough like adjustment in
Well,
terms
the
of
thing
like I live on the second floor of a walk up,
Yeah.
if I go out with a girl and she comes over, I gotta carry her up the stairs.
It's romantic.
Every time.
Leave the wheelchair down there with the Chinese people.
Yeah, leave it downstairs.
See, the
lock
reason-
it up, dude. You get a little bike lock.
The reason I was hesitant.
Come out, it's just one wheel. They took the whole chair, dude. It's just one wheel attached
Yeah.
to the lock. She's yelling at you. You didn't fucking lock it up right.
Yeah,
This is New York
dragging
City.
on her fucking elbows. The reason I was hesitant is because I do want kids. I'm starting to realize I want kids.
Dude, you can have kids with someone in a wheelchair.
You never know. I guess it depends.
Oh, you mean like it would tough to parent or tough to even get pregnant?
Oh wow, that's but yeah, I guess.
Oh, I'm bringing up a lot of issues for you now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Tough to parent, and probably you never know if they can give birth.
Dude, I've been wrong. I think, yeah,
You
definitely.
gotta be able to push.
Probably. I've been rewatching Friday Night Lights. Jason Street, who is the quarterback of the
Superman.
the
You was Superman.
Permian Panthers, dude. And yeah, Gary Bertier from Remember the Titans. He was
Dude.
also in a wheelchair, dude.
I remember, speaking of football, I tried out for my high school football team, and the amount of ass smacking going on in '99, I couldn't do it. I'm like, this guy's a grown man. I was like,
Ass smacking.
Yeah, that was a huge thing in high school.
That kind of was, dude. And you think about it, yeah.
just grabbing it, fucking smacking
And
it.
girls, like, guys smacking girls' asses when we were in, like, high school in the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
You think back now and you're like, that is crazy.
The amount of perverts.
That's assault, dude.
Dude, the amount of perverts I knew in 8th grade, they would be like, yeah, just walk by him and you could brush up against her ass. I remember that.
Dude,
Yeah.
being in like 6th grade, going to dances,
Yeah.
and being like, well, what if you get a boner when you're grinding? We were prime grind era.
Yeah, we
Dude,
were.
That was like the late 90s, early 2000s was like 7th grade, 8th grade, you're grinding.
It was
at the dance.
And
dude.
honestly, I went to school with all black girls. They were working that thing. Fucking kids. We had kids in daycare at my school. All the girls had kids.
Come on.
already. Yeah.
Really?
At my school, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. And
Woodrow
then
Wilson High School had a little off-campus daycare
that is
for the single mothers.
wild.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
actually great though.
Yeah, you got to have it.
I mean,
half your school
it's not
has kids.
great for like society, but great for society where people can like still get an education
Yeah.
when they're, have a kid at 15 years old. That's
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, that's
Yikes.
wonderful. When
Great.
they take after their mother, they can still.
Oh boy. Oh boy. And the second question is, how far have you guys traveled for pussy? The farthest I've gone was 4 hours round trip.
Wow.
Love the show, guys. Keep up the good work. And
Wait, 4 hours round trip.
and please bring Kyle Legacy back on.
Oh, Kyle's great.
Love
Remember
Kyle.
I thought he
We
was
will.
gay for a while.
Dude, I think I told you.
Yeah.
Oh no. He came on. He was like, I will suck LeBron James' dick.
Yeah.
You were
And
like,
remember he's showing us.
is he gay?
He's always in a Speedo in these videos and comedies wearing a fucking Speedo. over
So
his
funny,
shoulders.
dude. I let you think that for way
Here's
too
the
long.
thing. Any guys that show up and they talk about sucking dick, they're still gay to me. I'm like, dude, that's not a joke. That's not a game. It's like, that's just where I draw the line. Maybe it's because I grew up amongst the blacks.
You grew up in the hood, dude.
Yeah, you
that's
don't
why.
talk about shit like
you can't
that.
joke about being gay. That was all we did. Joke.
The only thing you could do in the black community is you could really do a lot of handshaking and hugging.
Which is maybe more gay.
Right.
Maybe more gay. Like growing up, dude, that's all we talked about was joking about gay stuff.
I'll be honest, 4 hours doesn't seem that far for some.
2 hours there, 2 hours back.
Well, you know what I did recently?
I mean, I've taken a flight.
There was a girl damn, you did?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not trying to one up you, but I had this planned ahead of time, right?
Okay.
I did a cruise ship and I met a girl on the ship that I liked. So I purposely put in for that ship again because I knew she was on it. And I flew to got on in the Bahamas, but work covered my flight. And I only did that ship to hook up with the girl. And I did. It all worked out. So I guess that's the furthest, but I got paid to do it.
Yeah, you got paid to do it. You're
And
like
they covered my flight.
You're like a prostitute.
I'm like a prostitute.
Yeah, that's not
Other
bad.
than that, I mean, I don't know. I did some late at night things, Here's one. What's the furthest I ever sent a girl home, man? I bought a girl a $200 Uber one night.
Brutal, dude. I did that once and then didn't buy the Uber.
Oh, dude, you can't do that.
Buddy, this was like 4 years ago. I think I've told this.
No excuse.
We were in the city.
Wait, did you promise the Uber?
I said,
You in the legal allegations here.
I
You get legalities.
maybe said I'll get you an Uber the night before. Okay,
you're
can
an
I explain
asshole.
it, dude? Can I explain
You
it?
could.
Let me explain it. It won't make me sound better, but you know what? I'm gonna say it. So I'd gone on like fucking 7 dates with this girl. She was the
okay.
type
Well,
of
that's a
girl
different story.
too, where I would be like, hey, let's go get a drink at this place. This looks cool. Let's go. And she'd be like, oh, well, how about instead of that place, let's go to this place. And she would send me like the hottest new cocktail bar in Manhattan. And it was like always that. She
Jay-Z's club.
never offered to pay. Never even like, hey, I'll
a
get
dumb
this
bitch.
round. I'll get this round. I spent like in 5, 6, 7 dates, probably $2,500 going out with this girl.
fuck.
So one night she's like,
She
oh,
got her karma.
she lived in Jersey. I lived in Brooklyn. And I was like, why don't we go back to my place? And she was like, okay, but it's so far. And I go, I'll get you an Uber tomorrow, which I totally meant when I said it. We go to bed, wake up the next morning. Dude, there was a snowstorm overnight. Had no idea, okay? It was like a blizzard. Dumped like 6 inches on the ground. Dude, she wakes up. She checks Uber. $250. And at this point, dude, this was
you were
like
hurt.
a few
You
years
already
ago.
busted a nut, too.
I had like $75 in my bank account.
Oh, dude, you were hurting that bad.
I had like $100 at the point, and I was like, I know I said I would get you an Uber, but I literally can't. I
Did
can't
you at least
afford
offer
it.
to ride the train with her?
I go, I'll walk you to the train. I'll do that.
Yeah.
She ended up taking the train. I felt bad, but not that bad.
That was my
That was the
move.
last date we had.
When
I'll tell
I
you
was
that.
broke, that's how much of a gentleman I was, honestly. I would ride the train an hour to the girl's house to get her home, walk her home, and get back on
See,
the
that's
train.
that's really nice.
I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, we got another one. Boys, I was on a Hinge date last night, and we went to a restaurant in Minneapolis. We got a lot of listeners in Minneapolis.
We should go out there.
We should. That's where I took the plane to
They got
that
the
time.
biggest mall in the world is in Minneapolis.
It's pretty sweet.
My buddy went.
She asked me what I was going to order, and I told her the chicken Caesar salad. Chicken Caesar salad. When I asked her, she pointed to the 60-day dry-aged ribeye.
Huh.
In addition to the 16-ounce steak for a 115-pound female, she also ordered 2 sides. The bill dropped. She didn't even flinch for her wallet. I don't need advice. I just need to be around my Troublemakers community.
Listen, buddy, I
Month
would've ran
2 and
out.
I'm still jerking it. Send rations, boys.
I would have ran out of the restaurant.
Bro.
I went through that recently with a girl. I didn't even do nothing with her. Maybe she liked me. I don't know. I think she's seen the video. I made a skit about it. We go out to she's like, hey, I'm hungry now. I got taco shops right by my house. I got cheap food. You can get good chicken sandwich for $12, like at a nice place. She goes, I'm hungry. Would she point out a 5-star Italian restaurant? And I'm like, okay, I was like, if you want to go here, I'm down to go here. I never said I'd take you out to eat, you know? And we're sitting down to order, and they go, oh, she goes, can I also have pesto sauce on the side? They go, oh, that's going to be extra. She goes, oh, I don't mind. As soon as she said that, I knew we were splitting the bill. And then we get the bill. She's all like, thank you. I was like, oh, no, we're splitting this. I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like, look,
dude.
we just hung out. We shot a skit together. You wanted to shoot with me. We're not dating.
Yeah, we're not dating.
I was like, I would have bought you some tacos or a chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
but
this
it's
is not. It's not a date. I'm
something
splitting
at a
it.
deli. Like, come on. The bill was like $100. I'm like, I ain't doing this shit.
Dude, that's one of the best things when you're like friends with a girl and you go out for drinks and then you don't have to pay the bill. I love that, dude. And it's like, oh, we're just friends. So I'll get this round, you get the next round. It's great. It's so good. But yeah, anybody who does that, I would pay. I would pay that first one. But then I would
wait, you would have paid for that ribeye steak?
Yeah. Yes, I would. But then it lets me know everything I need to know about the person. Like,
See, you're a gentleman.
well, yeah, but it also says like, oh, this is someone who's not interested in like getting to know me. This is someone who it clearly is just like looking for a free meal, literally.
Yeah, I went through that with a girl, bought her a damn steak. I shouted it out though. I was like, let's get the steak. And, this girl, I had a feeling she was using me, but I was just already drinking, took her to Jazz. This is the thing, we went on a fucking date and blew like a couple $100. And then she's like, oh, what's this across the street? And it was like a Jazz thing. So I was like, let's go. Dude, blew another like $300. There was a $500 date.
God damn, dude.
And I'm massaging her. She's topless. She keeps sitting up. Like, she's flirting, saying things. But then she's like, I would never date you. She tells me that right to my face. I'm
Come
like,
on.
What have we been doing for the past 3 weeks? I was like, we've been going on dates. We did everything but kiss pretty much and hook up. And I was like, I'm massaging you for hours every night you're naked. Like, come on. Like, what are you talking about?
That's nuts.
And that was that situation where I learned the hard way. I probably went through about 1,500, probably more. I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, we went to that place where you break bottles against the wall. You ever go to break room?
Yeah, break room.
Yeah, so we
I've
did
never
that.
been, but it looks fun.
It's expensive because it's like $30 a bucket.
Yeah, they got to refill the fucking thing.
You get 5 empty glass bottles for $30. So you think about with 2 people, that's nothing.
Dude, you know what you used to be able to do? Just go down to the warehouse, the abandoned warehouse
Right.
in your neighborhood, and throw a 12-pack
And that's what's funny.
while you're drinking them.
I live in Hell's Kitchen. It's like when she said break room, I was thinking, why don't we just go to 10th or 11th Avenue and just do whatever the fuck we want? And kill somebody over there.
Oh, dude. And that's so funny. I will say, we talk a lot negatively about dates. I will say I went on a date with a girl like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Super cool girl I've been hanging out with. Probably like 5-6 dates we've been on. And we go to dinner here in Astoria, okay? And I was going to pay. And she goes to the bathroom at the end, and I ask for the check. And the waitress comes back. I go, do you have I go to give her my card. She goes, oh, she already took care of it inside.
Wow.
Buddy.
See, she likes you.
Buddy.
Bro, that's a
How
girl
cool
that
is that,
likes you.
dude? It was awesome. I was like, you paid? You didn't have to do that? Like, thank you so
Is
much.
this the first date you said?
No,
or-
this was like our 6th date.
Dude, that's a great girl.
It's a cool, like, that's an awesome move.
You should date her.
That is someone who likes you and wants to hang out with you for who you are.
Right.
They're not there for just like the experiences.
And that's so rare
that you can bring them to.
You know, usually my move is find one of those girls that's trying to lose weight because they never want to eat. You ever hang out with those girls? They don't want to eat shit all day. They don't want to fuck. The last thing they want to do is eat. I mean, you'll see them standing over the sink eating seasonings or something, and it's just like
Put a little pinch of salt. I sometimes do that. I'll take a little salt and just put it in.
Those are the best kinds of dates because they don't drink either. They don't want calories in, and they just want to walk around. They're like, it's good exercise.
Yeah, that's nice. That's great.
Other than all the, the hair falling out and stuff, it's a nice thing. They bruise easy, it seems like.
Why are you always bruised? Just bumping into the table. Well, I bumped into my couch.
An iron deficiency.
Oh, it's like someone hit you with a hammer. What do you mean you bumped into your couch?
Eat something. Eat.
I think we got 2 more, and we're almost at an hour, dude.
Yeah.
Did we do this pod? It might have been Trousseau who filled in when you were out of town. Okay. Oh, I was talking about, I went on Ray's bachelor party a couple weeks ago, dude.
This. Wait, Ray Zawadney got married?
He's getting married in like 3 weeks.
Yo, shout out to the big dog,
dude, the
man.
big dog, huh?
And he met her in Pittsburgh, right?
No, here in New York, but she's from Youngstown.
Wow,
Ohio.
that's right.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Ray, man.
Yeah. So
fallen soldier.
We went on his bachelor party. We went like to the Poconos. It was like 16 guys, dude. It was so fun.
Oh yeah.
But we went paintballing.
Oh, dude, I seen the pictures
on Saturday morning, dude. This shit hurts like crazy.
Oh, dude, did you welt up?
I got shot right.
There
was like a little gap. I got shot right in the head between the helmet and my hat. I got shot. Yeah, dude.
What a marksman that got you there.
I had welts, dude. I had like on my side,
dude,
my
those
arm.
welts will be this big.
No, they weren't bad. They were just like little black and blues.
Well, we used to walk up on each other point blank and unload.
Yeah, this is like
and
here
we didn't have armor.
across
You
the
had
street.
armor on.
Dude, I took it off. It was too hot, man. It was too hot. I had my sleeveless t-shirt.
Were you running in the woods or in one of those rooms?
In the woods.
Oh, dude, that's sick, a fun way to do it.
So we were like in the woods. They had like broken, like bombed out like shelters and stuff. Like it looked like we were in a war zone.
I don't see why every bachelor party should be like that. I can't stand my friends when they're getting married. It's like they just want to go to a strip club. I'm like, bro, what are you fucking? Why? How much fun are we gonna have?
Well, it's always kind of fun. But yeah,
I'm over strip clubs, bro.
I always like them. I haven't been to one or seen strippers in like years.
There's no point.
Yeah,
you don't want to go.
But I was talking about that. We just got an email because I was describing. It would be cool if you could go to one of these paintball places and like they dress up as zombies and like walk around the woods and you do like missions and like shoot the workers with zombies.
That would be dope.
And
can you imagine being that worker though?
Bro, we just got an email and he was like, we got a place like that in Florida. Of course it's in Florida, dude. And you walk around the woods
Tampa.
and it's like a haunted paintball place.
That is so cool, dude.
I would fucking love that, dude.
What part of Florida is in?
He said it's between Orlando and Tampa.
Yeah.
I think.
Sounds like a Tampa thing. Bro, my Instagram.
Plant City, Florida, between Orlando and Tampa.
I followed
fucking dope.
I followed one hottie on Instagram, right? This girl was fucking gorgeous, right? From Florida. And then it starts popping up all her friends. Dude, now I'm following about 20 of these OnlyFans girls. They're all from Tampa, dude. It's like,
That's great.
Gorgeous women, 22 years old, 30, 25, I mean. But they're like, I want a dude that's in his 30s or 40s. I'm like, dude, I should just go down to Florida. You know, that's it. Go find me a 25-year-old wife. You know, buy her a fucking nice little 2007 Toyota Corolla. Something little low mileage. I'll get detailed for her.
Why not, dude?
That's all she wants.
That's the dream.
That's it.
That's the dream, dude. You find a nice lady who likes you for you. You buy her a car.
I know a dude that bought his girl some 3 crowns because, I probably told this story years ago. I dated her. I wasn't buying her teeth, but her ex hit her with a golf club, her baby daddy.
Like accidentally?
No, they used to fist fight all the time.
Of course, in Ohio. Why would I assume accidentally?
Knocked out 3 of the teeth.
She walked behind me in my backswing.
Yeah. And,
not in Ohio, dude.
Dude, this dude bought her these teeth and she left them. Ain't that some bullshit? Never. I say it, tell everybody.
Dude, you got to get those teeth back.
It's like, dude, don't buy anything to make a girl better. It's like you have to buy shit to make her worse. That's why we buy so much food to fatten her up.
Dude, there's a guy out there right now like paying for his girlfriend's Ozempic.
Guaranteed. He has no clue what's happening.
He doesn't know, dude. He doesn't know she's about to get real ripped up.
Anytime,
and leave his ass.
Dude, if a girl even buys new jogging pants, it's like she wants to fuck somebody else. It's like your girl didn't buy new jogging pants in 6 years.
You know what that is? That is the guy is not showing her enough attention.
Yep.
And she's got to get it from somewhere else.
You know, there was a time I fucking took this girl out, took all this money on her. She's like, listen, I don't do nothing, telling me about religion and self-respect. I tried to kiss her. She turned it down. Dude, I look at her Instagram. She's fucking the next day posted a video on the train at like whatever. It was early in the morning. And she's like, yeah, so somebody just came in me. I might be pregnant or not. I don't know. Like,
oh my God.
I'm like, dude, what last night you were a fucking Christian. Remember? You couldn't kiss me. I took you out to eat, fucking opened the door for you, pulled your chair out.
Hey, you meet a guy who's 6'2". The ladies will abandon their religion, real quick.
Yeah, I love all this shit when girls say like, oh, these guys, if you do this, that's gay. That's a turn off. Oh, they need to put in a clause, well, unless he's tall, because how many women do you know, not even know, but do you see online that married a gay dude? You could tell the dude's gay. You can hear how he talks. He's definitely gay, but he's tall. Yeah. The women overlook it.
They want a tall kid.
They want a tall kid. That's it.
Fine.
Who cares if he's gay? And I think that shit skips a generation anyway.
At least you hope so.
Yeah. You have a cousin that's gay, never even tried it. I'm like, dude, he tells me, well, why don't you try sucking dick? I'm like, hey, you don't know me well enough. No. I'm joking. That's a joke.
Wait, you mean never tried being with a girl?
Yeah, and his argument is, why have you come you and never tried to be with a guy? Here's my argument back. I go, I banged a girl in the ass. I shouldn't even be saying that.
Jesus, Dom. Good Lord.
I technically tried.
This is a child-friendly show, dude.
Technically, that's the closest a guy could get to being gay without being gay.
Dude, yeah, I'm siding with your cousin on this one, dude.
Disgusting brothers.
Yeah, I'm siding with your cousin on that one, dude. Because, I don't
see why people want to do girls in the butt. Is that your thing?
Anyway, yeah, I have.
Is your girlfriend listening?
No, I doubt. I don't have a girlfriend for one, and I'm not you, dude. I got to really get to know someone before they're my girlfriend, and
it's crazy. If I was 4 inches taller, I'd get responses on these dating apps. How much?
Dude, you should just. What does it say on Hinge? What does it say you are? 5'6"?
Yeah, I was honest with my height.
Dude, you should just put 5'11" and see if people.
Oh, dude, I know. Okay, let's do that. The next test, we're gonna do that.
Just do 5'11" and throw it out there, dude.
Yeah,
just throw it out.
Just
never meet up with the girls just to see if you're getting more messages.
I can never meet up with them. If I meet up,
dude, you got to get lifts. You got to buy those lifts.
I'd wear them. Fuck it. I really should start wearing lifts.
Oh, dude. All right, man. You want to wrap this up? I know you got to get out of here. We hit an hour. Tell the people where they can find you, what you have going on.
Man, everything, guys. Check me out, Dominic Leonelli on everything. A few weeks, I'm going to start going hard on YouTube and telling stories. Guys like my stories. Here, I don't really break into them too much, so I want to have a specific place to just tell long-form stories. So I'm going to start doing that on YouTube.
Dude, you could do almost like solo pod, but it's like
I guess
5-minute episodes,
pod.
basically.
I was going to do 20 minutes.
Yeah.
20-minute stories just right to the camera.
Yeah,
and,
I think that's a great idea, dude.
It'd be fun. I want to get these stories out. But so YouTube, Dominic Leonelli.
You can put them out every day, honestly.
Really? It's like, well, I feel like I got to put some thought into the story too, but you never know.
Yeah.
I guess you don't, because when you're talking to a friend, you don't pre-write out the story.
Dude, I was fucking saying this. I saw someone posting about I've been posting those clips every day and stuff.
Right,
and dude, someone was like, yeah, it's so weird how you should just post everything because you never know which one's going to pop. And usually the one you put the least amount of effort into does the best.
You're right.
Dude, the amount of oh, this is really funny. I've thought through this. I know what I'm going to say. And it gets 100 views. It gets 300 views. And then I throw one out that's yeah, this is just something I thought of while I was walking and recorded it. It's 12 seconds. And it gets 2 million views. I'm like, what the hell, dude? It's crazy.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. We'll see. And then TikTok, Dom of NYC, and Instagram, Dominic Leonelli.
Hell yeah. And follow me at Dylan Krasinski on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and at Troublemakers on all those sites. We post clips 3 times a week now. We're doing 3 clips an episode. That's what I
Yeah, dude, you're doing great on the clips, man. Dude,
you're
doing a great job.
Whatever, dude.
On them.
It's good. See. Thanks, man. And new episodes are out every Wednesday. We'll see you next week, baby. Good night.
Sweet. Woo, dude, that was a good pod.
Hot in here, too.
Yeah, it did. We were sweating.